Hi everybody, welcome back to Cloud 9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a collective reading for the week. And I will go sign by sign and do one card per sign at the end of the reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. So I am fresh off of a 72-hour water fast, and it's very late in the evening. I think my body still thinks it's hunting for food or something, but we're here. I'm ready to get these messages out. I'm feeling very clear, so let's see what wants to come out here. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. We'll start off with some oracle cards from the Lantern Oracle, and then we'll use the Tarot of the Divine for the collective message. And then I think I'm going to use the Urban Tarot for each of the signs, but we'll see. Oh, that's too many. Can I just have 3 oracle cards, please? Have 2 more, please. Oh, flipper. Nice. One more, please. There we go. Okay. Some people might be thinking about things that they lost or something. Feeling a bit of nostalgia somehow. It says, presence of absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. So yeah, you might be just thinking of the good old days is what I'm feeling here with that card. And then we have wishful expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. Some of you might be romanticizing the past as well. And like on this like loop of like thinking things were, or like wanting to believe that things were greater or better than they actually were or are. Yeah, and then circles. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. So like you need to like find something that can break that loop of thought that you might be on, that's like romanticizing the past or something. There needs to be something that can break the loop. So maybe it's like getting together with friends or getting out into nature, dancing. I'm feeling really like getting into your body, moving your body, getting out of your head and into your body is going to be something that's really important here, because it feels like there's like this it's just like thinking too much about the past, and not really seeing, and like kind of seeing it with rose-colored glasses in a way, like not really seeing it for actually what it was. So I just feel like you're gonna need to break that up a little bit for somebody out there. Break that up a little bit. Let's see. Let's get some tarot. Messages for the collective for the next 7 to 10 days, please. Messages for the collective. Said, don't lie to yourself. That's what they said. Don't lie to yourself. All right, I'll just take these to start. And then you have the moon at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, like that moon. The moon is about confusion. It's about things that are hidden, secrets even. There might have been things that happened in the past that you didn't necessarily know about. which is why you have like this like sort of romanticized version of events, perhaps, because you don't know the whole story. That's for some of you out there. But you know, yeah, don't lie to yourself. Seven of Swords. Don't lie to yourself about a connection. Look, with the Three of Pentacles here, if you look at this Three of Pentacles, you see how she's like super happy and like joyful. Seems like she's like, you know, she's dancing, she's laughing, and then behind her are like these two sort of monsters almost, right? With the other two pentacles. So it's like, it's almost like she's oblivious, maybe even a little bit naive as to what's going on behind her back. So it feels like that might be something that's happening for you. Like somebody has been, yeah, and it's funny because the wolf is sneaking away with two swords in his mouth, and the Two of Swords is about like indecision, not being able to make a decision, or sort of just being like held up, caught up. So it feels like it feels like there was something going on behind your back that you didn't know about, and so as you're thinking about a series of events, it's like you don't have the full picture. Sometimes when we don't have the full picture about something too, we fill in the blanks. We fill in the blanks with what makes sense to us, and it feels like you might be filling in the blanks with like sort of like this putting a positive spin on the blanks or something like that. But the Eight of Wands here, though, it's time to move forward. You might actually learn here in the near future, in the next 7 to 10 days, what it is that you didn't know before. Like you might actually, that information might come into you very quickly. Might come in the form of an apology too. The Page of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like that information is going to come into you very quickly, and it might be a little bit painful because it's almost like, you know, they're showing me a puzzle. It's like a puzzle where you put in, like you fill in the pieces that were missing with pieces that like kind of fit. And you could be happy with the pieces that kind of fit, but then when you get the real pieces, it's like, oh, you see how messed up the other pieces were or something like that. Or you see how untrue the other pieces were. It's funny too, because there's two swords in her heart and then one in her hand. So like, it's like the truth is actually the thing that sort of, the truth is the dagger. The truth is the dagger, and it like leaves a space of indecision. And you have the King of Coins and the Knight of Wands, the Sun card. Turtles are like home to me. So this could be something that's been going on in the home that you didn't know about for some of you, or something about a home that you didn't know that comes to light. But ultimately, it could be something that affects like that affected your stability, that had like with money, or even just like maturity, because this is a tortoise here, something about maturity. You might be you might be required to mature very quickly once you get this news. And there might be news about like an inconsistency. You see this person here is like on this blind horned goat or whatever, and she's like charging forth with this spoon. Like you might just be realizing something about inconsistencies, or somebody being like super impulsive, or like out of pocket. Somebody may have done something that was out of pocket, and you're getting that information now. Could be somebody that you really respected too. Somebody that you respected did something that was out of pocket. And you're finding out about it, something like that this week. Or like you might, and it might not be like you're finding out about it. It might just be like you like are coming to terms with it for some of you. But then the Sun card is at the bottom of the deck. When you do come to terms with it, when the truth is finally revealed, it's like you get the healing. The healing comes through this. Like then the sun, like the sun shines again, truly, like you can be in the light again. It's almost like there's like these dark pockets of like space where information has been missing, that you've been sort of just dealing with, right? Just however best you know how to deal with them. And now you get the light, now you get the true healing, the sun and the moon card here, right? So that's ultimate balance. The sun comes and shines light on whatever was causing confusion, or whatever was hidden, whatever was done in the dark is coming to light. Let's see. It's too many. Now you have the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. It could also be like this truth. When this truth is revealed too, it takes you out of a space of indecision, and really like almost like puts you back in a position of power, in a way, and like restores your sense of self-worth. You might have been like, I don't want to say pretending, but like just going along to get along is what I want to say. Going along to get along, like not wanting to fight, not wanting to argue, and just like, and the moon came out of the deck. Yeah. So there's something that's coming to light. There's some secrets. There's some revelation of some sort of secret here in the next 7 to 10 days for some of you. Yeah, you're not wanting to argue, not wanting to fight. You're not wanting the conflict, right? So you've been going along to get along, and then it's almost like you've wanted to, like, it's like I'll just take what I've got. Like I'm not going to seek more. But it's like you're worth way more than this Four of Pentacles. It's almost like you are like sacrificing by not like seeking the truth, by not pressing for clarity. And then you have the Chariot card here, moving forward, moving ahead. Obstacles being moved out of your way. It's not saying that there are no obstacles on this forward path. There are definitely obstacles. You see how choppy the water is here, right? But it's like the obstacles are being moved out of your way. You're able to at least navigate them better because you have all of the information that you need in order to navigate the obstacles. Ooh. Yeah. Even if you haven't wanted to admit it, like outwardly, I think in the back of your head, recognizing that you've been operating in some sort of victim mood, you've been like sort of hiding out in this den of like fear, doubt, secrecy. Like you've had your doubts, but you haven't wanted to face them. You haven't wanted to face your doubts, but it's coming to a point where the doubt, like where the truth is going, the light is going to be shed on the truth here with the Judgment card. Or you're going to just suddenly realize it. You're going to have this epiphany about what's been going on all around you, what you haven't wanted to see. Because you get a sense, you get some peace. Maybe you get some space away from a situation that allows you to see it more clearly for some of you. But then it's like, why is the Knight of Coins here? 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Why is the Knight of Coins here? There's like a slow restoration of like, there's like a slow restoration of like true happiness. Yeah, because you're able to walk away from the situation. Wow. Yeah, you're able to really walk away from the situation. You're able to leave the past in the past, finally. You don't have to hold on to it anymore because there's no missing pieces. So you don't have to think about it anymore, and you're able to move forward, albeit slowly, but you move forward into more something that's more stable. Ooh, the Emperor. Take your power back. You're no longer being manipulated too, because the Emperor's in reverse. You're no longer being manipulated. It's almost like when the truth is revealed, it kind of like makes your choice like really obvious. It makes the choice that you need to make really obvious. Somebody has been like maybe holding some sort of like keeping you in confusion so that you can't move forward. That's what I want to say. Somebody has been doing that, but like it's like not for they can't do it. They can't do it for much longer, or it can't happen for much longer. This could be you just refusing to recognize the truth so that you don't have to move forward, right? But it can't happen for much longer. It's almost like the choice is made. The choice is made for you in some sort of way. The choice is made for you. Ooh. And then the star. Yeah, and then you go to your North Star. There's true healing. Now that can happen. Wish fulfillment. You're able to reconcile the situation. I don't know if there's necessarily a reconciliation, but you're able to reconcile. You're able to reconcile the situation. 7 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck to bring yourself out of confusion. You get there's light now. You have the sun, the moon, and the stars, right? So the whole sky is illuminated, right? And you see you see how you can move forward. How there's more for you out there than like these pieces of a story of the past, and you move on to victory, assured victory, recognition, that like being treated how you deserve, being recognized for your worth, being recognized here with the 6 of Wands as well. So yeah, like I think that once whatever needs to be illuminated is illuminated, your path forward becomes much clearer. And then the 9 of Cups here, you can pursue things that actually are making you happy. You're going to realize very quickly how because you are playing the fool or being played for the fool. It's like one or the other. Some of you are playing the fool. Some of you may be being played for the fool. But you're going to realize really quickly like how that has been preventing you from experiencing like a whole complete happiness, how you haven't been able to really manifest your true wishes, and you're moving forward. You're moving away from that. New offers coming in too. And then with the Ace of Cups here, it's like loving yourself completely again so that you can welcome in a more holistic type of love. Okay, let's go ahead and get one card for each sign. We're going to use the Urban Tarot here. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? You might be the last to know something too. You might be the last to know, because I'm hearing, haven't you heard? So I don't know. You might be the last to know. But it's okay. It's better late than never, they said. Because this would have become like a trauma point, like a trigger point for you eventually. Because I think like you know that those pieces that you plugged in there don't necessarily fit, right? Like it's like there's a keen awareness of that, and so it's like that's something that needs to be faced. That's something that needs to be faced and dealt with. Okay. So I'm going to do this the same way I did it last week. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle, and then we're going to pull a card from the top of the deck for each sign. I'm going to start with Aries, and we'll go all the way through to Pisces. Aries. Ooh, Ten of Wands, oppression. Well, firstly, somebody might be going to jail. That, like, somebody might be like going to jail, or even like just getting in trouble with the law somehow, Aries. So be careful of that. But really, this is about just overwhelming burdens, feeling like your hands are tied behind your back in some way, and they are not. Like you can get free of this. This is about a choice. This is about a choice to sort of lay down some burdens. Yeah, Aries, you just might be feeling like it's too much. It's too much to handle. When, like, if you get some news or something that it's too much for you to handle at this time, you might be feeling an overwhelming amount of pressure. That's what I want to say. Overwhelming amount of pressure. And you also might have a lot of noise around you, so you might need to find like a clear space. I think that card said like clarity happens in the eye of the storm. You might need to find just like a quiet space so that you can get away from the noise for a minute. Because I feel like the noise is not allowing you to make the choice, not allowing you to make the choices. Too many opinions, too many directions being presented to you, Aries. Too many directions being presented to you. Okay, Taurus. The High Priestess. So definitely secrets are coming out here, Taurus. You might be the keeper of some secrets here. And you might be trying to decide how or if you want to reveal them. Your intuition is popping. You might be taking spiritual baths too. That's something that you could be doing, Tauruses, or just really like focusing on self-care and like there's a focus on you. I think you want to do the right thing for you. Here is what I want to say, Tauruses. Tauruses, you could also be dealing with like a Pisces, but this is like you wanting to do the best thing for you. And really trying to decide what that is, trying to decide what the best course forward for you specifically will be. I don't think you're saying much at this time. I think you know a lot, but you're not saying much. You know a lot about what's going on around you. You might know a lot of other people's secrets and have some of your own, but you're not saying much about it. You're not saying much about it. But they're just saying you want to come clean. You want to come clean, Tauruses? I don't know what that's all about. You want to come clean? Okay. Tauruses. Who's next? Was that Gemini? Gemini. Princess of Wands. Gemini. You might be... you might get exposed. That's what I want to say, Gemini. You might be getting exposed for some risky behavior that you may have taken at some point or another. That might be getting exposed. Like maybe something that you did like in jest or like just for the fun of it or something like that. It's getting exposed. It's coming out. Some of you are what I said is like breaking up the energy of like nostalgia by dancing, getting into your body. For some of you, that's what you're doing, but for others of you, you're getting exposed. That's what's happening here. Like the curtain is opening. Whatever you've been trying to keep under wraps is definitely it's coming out. And it feels like hot tea. It's hot tea. Hot tea, Gemini. Hot tea getting spilled. All right, Cancer. The Lovers card here. The Lovers is about choices and decisions, but in this deck, it's also Yeah, I mean, it's like there's like making a choice to come together in a connection. Listen, you might find out that somebody is in a committed relationship, Cancer, or somebody might be finding out that you're in a committed relationship, or you might be finding out that somebody wants to commit to you. Any and all of those things could be possible. But Cancer, also you might be like choosing bliss. You're choosing something that's choosing you, is what I want to say. You're choosing something that's choosing you. For some of you. But for others of you, because I see these 3 flowers here, for others of you, it feels like you might be finding out that somebody is in like a real committed relationship, or like married. Coming together, they're coming together with somebody. It could be you, or it could not be you. Cancer. Leo. 2 of Swords. Indecision. This card says peace. The 2 of Swords is about indecision. It's about not being able to see things clearly. And then you have these 2 swords over the sun. So it's like sort of weighing the options, and like trying to keep the peace while you weigh the options. It's almost like, because there's this barbed wire around this fence here. I don't know if you can see that. There's this barbed wire around this fence here. So it's almost like you're trying to keep everybody else's opinions and thoughts out of your perspective, out of your thinking process. You just want to be able to sort of make these decisions by yourself. The trouble is that you're not really making a decision. You're going back and forth, Leo. You're just going back and forth. But I think that the decision is actually pretty clear if you you just don't want to make it. I mean, it might be a decision that's difficult. I mean, it might be like, you know what you have to do, but it's the more difficult choice, the more difficult of the choices, Leo. Virgo. Oh, the Hierophant. Virgo. Higher levels of commitment here. You might be coming into higher levels of commitment, or like even like there's just some of you might be Virgo, this is weird. Some of you might be finding out that like a pastor or a religious person is not on the up and up, is what they're telling me. So some of you might be getting that information, that like somebody who you have been like following or something like that is for lack of a better term, a false prophet, something like that. But also like, just like, I feel like you might be ascending to a higher level of commitment in something, or like signing a contract. Be careful of contracts. Make sure that you're reading all the details, because there might be some hidden sneaky things within a contract that come out, Virgo. Yeah, because I'm seeing all this clouds in the window, in the stained glass window at the top, right? So there might be some things that are not clear in a contract here. Yeah, so make sure that you are going over everything with a fine-tooth comb, Virgo. With a fine-tooth comb, and all of that, everything lines up. Yeah, that everything is lining up for you the way that you need it to. Libra. Prince of Swords, the hacker. Somebody spying on you, Libra? Or you're spying on somebody? An air sign or an earth sign. Might be like spying on you or trying to find out more information about you. You could also just be really busy with work here, Libra, or like finding out some details about like some sort of business that you've been doing. You might be like finding out some details, and the more you find out, the more you're like, oh shit, this is deep. This goes deep. And you might just be like in this like rabbit hole of finding out all of this, of unearthing information about someone or something. Yeah. I don't know why you're wearing sunglasses inside. You might not want to be detected. Somebody doesn't want to be detected. They don't want to be seen. It's almost like that energy of like, if I can't see you, you can't see me type of deal. But I don't know that that's necessarily the case. So I would just be careful of that. They also are saying, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't know who that's for. That's what's coming out. Okay, that was Libra, Scorpio. Queen of Cups. Oh, you came out in your own. Scorpio. So some of you might be doing talk therapy or like even like journaling a lot as a form of like as like a therapeutic release. Some of you might be doing a lot of journaling as a therapeutic release. Somebody has Sauconys. I don't know who you talk to that wears Sauconys, but somebody that you, like for somebody out, this is so specific, but for somebody out there, like one of your homies has Sauconys and might be like telling you their secret or something like that. Confiding in you. That's what I want to say. They're confiding in you. And they said after a long time of not telling anyone something, somebody who maybe wears Sauconys, the sneaker, is getting some things off their chest. But I think ultimately, like, it starts to move things forward. Like if even if this is you that needs to get something off your chest, it's going to be really important to do that so that you can get a flow going again. You want to get a flow going again, because it feels like you might be emotionally backed up here. So whether or not it's you that's having the release, or someone is having a release to you, I think ultimately it just gets this flow going again with these koi fish here at the bottom in the water. Be careful not to drown. Be careful about people like dumping on you and then being like, whew, glad I got that off my chest, and then you're holding the entirety of their like emotional distress. Scorpio. Sagittarius. Ooh. Sagittarius, you got the Three of Swords. So this is sorrow, it's heartbreak, sadness, separation. This is sad. So somebody might be telling you that they self-harm, or you might be finding out that somebody has been self-harming or something like that, Sagittarius. Or somebody's finding out that you've been self-harming. But also, like, it could also be that, like, there's just, like, you have to separate yourself from someone or something, and you don't really want to, but you know that you have to because it's going to hurt you ultimately to stay in it. It's like there's a situation that's broken, and the more that you try to like put it back together, the more like cut up you get, something like that. And there's no like emotion left in the situation, so it's really dry. It's really harsh. So this might be coming to a head somehow in the next 7 to 10 days, Sagittarius. Okay. Capricorn. The Star card. Capricorn, you have the Star card. So You are you're seeing beyond your circumstances, which is really good. You're seeing the hope beyond your circumstances. You have a lot of faith right now that things are going to get better. You can actually see the better the better days ahead is what I want to say. Be careful of wasting resources. Be careful of wasting resources here, Sagittarius, or am I in Capricorn? Be careful of wasting resources. You're going to need them. You're going to need them for something. But it's almost like even though you don't have all of the pieces together, you know that it's all going to come together. Like there's something beyond where you are that's going to be really good for you. So you might be finding out too that you might be finding out that down the line something is gonna work out. Might not be right today, but it's going to work out. And so it's putting a little bit of pep in your step, is what I want to say. There's a little bit of pep in your step. But be careful of wasting resources. They want me to repeat that. Aquarius. You have the Princess of Discs, the kindergarten teacher. Aquarius, you might find yourself needing to show someone the ropes. Show someone the ropes. You might also find yourself getting back to basics, like really simple artistic things. Like basic rules, not even rules, but like routines. You might find yourself like putting some more routine into your life here. And just wanting to make space for fun. Make space for fun. You might also be watching people around you have fun, and you could be feeling a little bit left out, Aquarius. You could be feeling a little bit left out. You could be feeling like you're always working and everybody else is always having fun, or you're always inside and everybody else is outside, something like that. But it's like, if you have to be inside, Aqua, well, how do you best utilize your time? How can you create your own fun? And it doesn't feel like a jealousy. It feels like you have joy for other people's joy or something like that. But it's like a little bit of wistfulness, I guess. Wistfulness, like wishing that you could get out there too. But it's like you have work to do. There's growing. You're growing things. You're busy growing things. So you don't really have a ton of time to play. But it's like, if you can get those routines in order. Then you can create time. You can create time to get out there and play. But for now, just, be happy that other people are out there having a good time, and make your own happiness inside. Okay, that was Aquarius. Pisces, last but not least. Princess of Cups, the costume designer. Pisces. What do y'all have going on here? You're putting your best foot forward in some sort of creative endeavor. It almost feels like... What is that? A swan? It's a swan to me in this moment. Yeah, it feels like you are like finding a passion for something new, like finding passion for something new. You could also be repurposing something, like making something that is old beautiful. Finding beauty in like old spaces or old things or something like that. But it's really exciting for you. You're really excited by this, like being able to reimagine something in a new way, and create some sort of beauty out for the world. It's like creating something beautiful out of something that was basic. Adorning something. You're adorning something, or you could be being adorned. That's very possible, Pisces. But it is almost like it's like the ugly duckling that turns into the swan. That's what I'm getting here. You're either turning an ugly duckling into a swan, or you are the ugly duckling turning into the swan, Pisces. All right, y'all. That has been the weekly message. I really hope that resonated with somebody out there, and I hope that y'all are doing well. Join us over on Patreon. The monthly messages for each of the signs will be going up this week, so it's a good time to join. But if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.